Okay, I'm joined here by Luke Garrard before we travel to Dagenham and Redbridge tomorrow. Luke, after our win over Wingate and Finchley on Tuesday, has there been a lift?
It's pre-season. Obviously, you want to build habits and get momentum. It's been a tough pre-season. This is our 9th game coming up against Dagenham on Saturday. But yeah, there's an energy after a clean sheet and a win. I'm more about the process and building things and making sure that come August the 9th, we're fine-tuning and we're ready to face a Rochdale side. Like I said to the group today in a team meeting, we're effectively going blind into these games and people are making changes on the 60-minute mark and wholesale changes at that, and different shapes are being presented, whereas we'll get sort of an insight or more of an insight and understanding of what Rochdale present on the 9th, and the focus will turn to that heavily next week. Saturday against Dagenham is all about, again, just seeing things that we're working on. We worked on a lot of willingness to run off the ball on Monday, and we saw that in a lot of actions on Tuesday evening. We worked on other bits today that I'm hopeful that we'll see again on Saturday. Some people on Tuesday evening made a case for themselves to play on Saturday the 9th, and others have got an opportunity again come Saturday to nail down a shirt. So yeah, there's a little lift. Obviously, good practice meeting today and a good session with the group behind me on the grass and gearing up for a tough test against Dagenham on Saturday.
Yeah, much like the end of last season, the lads have been out training on the pitch. Has that created a better environment for them?
Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Listen, pitch is lovely here. We're very fortunate as a club to have the facilities we have. Behind you on your left-hand shoulder, they're changing the floodlights. There's people putting up CCTV, doing the netting. There's a lot that have gone on in the summer and the off-season, and we're very fortunate that we have the luxury of being here as staff and the players having the opportunity to train on the pitch. It does obviously bring a different mindset, more zip in terms of the 3G, but yeah, no excuses. We trained on that all last year. We had success, and we had a 2-week stint where we trained on here, and we've been fortunate enough to do it again this week. So it's just making sure that we're just consistent in the work we do. It's nice to get sort of pitch markings and geography in terms of personnel start positions on here because it's slightly bigger than the Astro, but yeah, we have a lovely facility whether we're on here or on the 3G.
Yeah, and Dagenham, they were only recently relegated from the National League last season. The perfect test for our final pre-season outing?
Great test, saw the pair of them, to be fair. Jerry and Lee watching Ebbsfleet last night at St Albans. They've got them on the first game of the season and had a good chat with them about where they're at currently, what they looking to get in the building. Great test for us. Big opportunity to obviously see where we're at with the last game to go. I can imagine both sides will look to implement a similar style, similar shape, similar personnel to what's being offered up on Saturday, and it's just as much of a test for us as it is for them. Big side in the National League, let alone in National South, but good people there, and looking forward to seeing where we've gone in the last week to 10 days in prep for Rochdale.
Yeah, and could we possibly expect an 11 close to our Rochdale starting 11 starting against Dagenham?
Not yet. Obviously, we're hopeful we can do a bit of business in the meantime before Rochdale, and that could put a cat amongst the pigeons. And we're hopeful that we're going to do that. Having conversations yesterday and the day before with Charlie and the chairman, and trust me, this is like a broken record. I keep saying it, that we're speaking to players. We spoke to a midfielder yesterday that we was really content with, and unfortunately decided he wasn't coming. And it's obviously upsetting at times, a little bit frustrating, but we're doing the work. We are looking at personnel that we feel that would aid this group and improve this group. So no, most definitely not. We're hopeful that we can get 2 bits of quality in the building, maybe 3 come the start of the season on the 9th of August, and that may change my shape, personnel. But yeah, no, the idea is to keep building on what we're doing. The personnel, I told them at half-time, some are earning their shirts, some aren't. The ones that are presented with the starting 11 on Saturday have an opportunity to nail down a shirt for Rochdale. We've got a good squad, a competitive squad. We now need to increase our quality in the final third, increase our 2 box duels, defending and attacking, and we need to make sure that we are all ready and focused come Rochdale.
Thank you very much.